Abstract Skies really does capture that quiet, peaceful feeling that you get when you're like on flight. The cinematography style, the choice of angles, the choice of visual focus, really, it all gives you a sense of being in the air, even though you're watching this, essentially from the ground. And I would be curious to know how it was shot. Like, in what ways did they choose to like either manipulate the film, or in what ways did they were they able to shoot it so that it looks like you're actually suspended in air, in flight with the plane.
Abstract Skies, beautiful title, beautiful short, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The visuals here remind us, this might sound a bit sentimental, but it's the truth, remind us to kind of stop in the craziness of our everyday and take a moment and just look up at the sky above us. And in all of its different incarnations that it can be, in the clearness, in the clouds, in the mountains that seem like they touch them, in the oceans that reflect them, we find so much center and calmness, and serenity by allowing ourselves some time to do that. So I think, if anything, this wordless short screams that message quite loudly. Beautifully done.
Abstract skies. This was interesting. It just made me wonder what was the symbolism, I guess. Watching the planes and the trails of the planes made me think of the chemtrails and the towers and the moving clouds. It was all very interesting. I thought the music was kind of ominous. I liked the moving clouds the best. That, to me, I could just watch a sky of moving clouds, sped up a little to kind of keep them going a little more consistently, and then it would be very relaxing to me. But I just thought it was interesting and made me think. So good job.
If the music was a little different, this wouldn't have sounded so ominous. It was a little creepy. Otherwise, it could have seemed like watching clouds like kids do. This came across as a little creepy just for it because it was kind of dark. And it started out as light and fluffy and all that until that plane came in, and just the angle on that airplane with the lights coming in, it flipped to ominous where it's like something can change in just a second. And that's probably what the director intended, is that things in the sky that's unpredictable and can change in a second. Clouds are beautiful, and this really did show the different formations that are formed within the cloud and all the different types of clouds. I wish I could say what types of clouds there are. Learned about them at one point. But it showed the beautiful types of clouds there are within our skies. It the score, while dark, did accompany the darkness of the clouds, because it was within nighttime, within the darkness of the sky. It started out in daylight with light music. The score adjusted to nighttime, where it went from light and fluffy to kind of ominous. It worked really well. It was well put together for just showcasing clouds.
This film is called Abstract Skies. This was a visually compelling short. The shots of clouds were simply gorgeous and so dynamic. So many different cloud patterns in the sky at different speeds. The white line of jet fuel in the sky and the footage of the big plane in the dimness were so striking. I also liked the synth keyboard music with its pulsing quality. I would love to see more work by this creative artistic group. Well done, Abstract Skies. Check it out.